Hi, this is Lindsay, one of the co-hosts of Beauties and Headcanons. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
What's up, everybody? This is Christian Heimel, host of Press Row here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Press Row, where we talk about the biggest issues in sports with the analysts, experts, and reporters who cover them. No nonsense, hard-hitting interviews on the sports topics you're talking about. A new show comes out every single Thursday. And don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you never miss an episode of Press Row. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
If we are facing the right direction, all we have to do is keep on walking. Good morning. Welcome to Choose to Rise. Today, we're going to be talking about being consistent in life. And this Buddhist proverb for this morning, if we're facing in the right direction, all we have to do is keep on walking, is so perfect for this, right? Making a commitment to be consistent, while it's easy to stay focused on everything that's going all around us, it's easy to stay focused on all the things that are constantly changing in this world. It's easy to focus on all the things that are just swirling around us and in chaos around us, right? We live in a super chaotic world where we're constantly connected. We're always diving into something that's around us. There's new things coming at us all the time. But if we can make a commitment to be consistent, while it's easy to stay focused on all the other things, it's regardless of the kind of day you're having, if you stay focused on your goals and keep up with the good work, you're going to get farther in your journey. Yes, crazy to think about, right? Today, I'm going to give you 6 to 7 little tips and tricks on how to stay consistent in your life and how, if you are going in the right direction, you are going to get someplace important, okay? Welcome to Choose to Rise. Welcome to Public House Media if you're listening in on the podcast. I'm so grateful that you're here with me today, that you've decided to push play, that you're encouraged today, and that it's my hope and my prayer that you get to be encouraged today, that you're supported today, and that you can learn to rise up out of your current situation to live your best life. All right. So today's episode, I want to bring you the little sponsor today, and we're going to start something new. Today's episode is brought to you by Shakeology. It's an amazing superfood and delicious breakfast. Today, it's my breakfast. It can be a snack. It can be a meal. It is over 70 ingredients from all over the world, and it helps heal my body, helps change me from the inside out. It helps be my nutritional foundation for the day, and it serves as kind of nutrition insurance for me. Since it has all the things that I need in a day to help my body function well. It's like having a multivitamin and a chocolate treat and a healthy meal all in one. And what busy mom doesn't need that in her life, right? So if you're interested in learning more about it, it comes in lots of other amazing flavors besides chocolate. Chocolate just happens to be my favorite. And if you want to learn more about it, just shoot me a message. I'd love to chit chat with you about how it's changed my life dramatically, how it's changed my body dramatically, and how it's helped me be the best mom that I can be. All right, let's get rolling here. Let's talk about how we can be consistent in everything in life. And let's find our little productivity tips today. So the first and foremost thing that is really important about being consistent is having a consistent morning. If I was able to hire a bunch of consultants or a bunch of people to work for me or whatever it might be, I would want to make sure that I had a perfect routine, something that I can be consistent in waking up every day. My morning consists of waking up and doing my gratitude right away in the morning. My morning consists of getting started right away with my gratitude, with my meditation, with my prayer journal, with my affirmations that I write every morning. And then it also always consists of my workout. I try to move my body every single day, and I try to make sure that I'm being consistent in exercise, because that produces positive hormones in me. It produces all the good vibes in my body. It helps me be strong. It helps me be the person that I want to be. Your morning routine should be things that are going to help you live your best life. If it's not super optimized in the morning, if your schedule is all kind of wacky, I would encourage you to find a way to optimize it for you to get super focused on the things that you are, because the state of focus that you're in is a state of consistency that you're going to be in. The second thing I have for you is to write it down to focus. Follow one course until success. Catch that again? Focus. Follow one course until success. If you really want to be focused in on things, you have to build routine. You have to have certain tasks that you follow consistently. You maybe have to have people, rewards, consequences, events, tools, all the things that you need in a day to make sure that you're focusing in on one thing at a time. We've talked about this before in that, having goals, writing them down, staying super focused. I like to set timers in the morning. So this morning after my workout, before I wrote my motivational post for social media, I said I had 10 minutes before I came up here to share this podcast with you. And so I set a timer and I was very focused in my task. I thought about what the message I wanted to share. I wrote out my message and didn't think twice about it. I just did it because I knew that if I hee-hawed around, if I found other things to distract me, if I did all the other things, I wouldn't get my task done. And I needed to make sure I'm staying on time for the rest of the day to function. And so being focused in following one course until success, and this also really stands for really being just like focusing in on one thing until you get it right and get it down pat. My morning routine took a lot of twists and turns before it consistently started to show up. I first started working out in the morning only the 35 minutes that I needed in the day. I got up, my alarm went off, and I had just that amount of time before I really needed to get moving in the day. Now my morning routine has evolved into lots of other amazing things as well. And so it's always dramatically over time just inched in a little bit more and found new things to be adding to my day. But consistent thinking and having consistent behavior over time creates lots of more positivity as well. So the third tip I have for you is consistent thinking. If you think you're going to be able to do something for maybe 1 to 2 days, and maybe you think you're going to be able to do something for maybe a week or more, or you think you're going to be able to do things longer than that, you're right. You can start doing things and using your thinking pattern to help create positive behaviors in your life and use that thinking pattern to create positive habits in your life. What you think about, you create more of. So if you want more positive habits in your life, think about them often. Create thought patterns that keep you moving in the right direction. Once you start using your mind to control your thoughts and your actions and your behaviors, you are going to be able to create habits and create a new life for yourself that you didn't really ever think was possible before, because you have to start thinking about it in order to make it happen. So tip number 3 is to consistently think. I write down my affirmations every single morning. I put the things in my head that I want to have happen in my world. I write down things about my goals in my career. I write down goals in my life. I write down affirmations of how God loves me every day. I write down things that are positive, that are things that I want to achieve in my life. And when I think about them, I create more of them. And so whatever it is that you're thinking about today, I hope it's in positive and going in the direction of your goals and your dreams. The fourth thing I have for you is not allowing self-doubt to creep in until you've accomplished and processed your goal. So a lot of things are going to try to jump into your life. A lot of things are going to try to derail you from your goals. A lot of things, especially self-doubt, which is the ultimate consistency destroyer, is going to try to overshadow and dwell in your mind. And doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Many times, people are doubting themselves and stopping towards their goals way more than the failure that they're thinking that might happen actually shows up. So doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. And knowledge eliminates the shadows, but there isn't enough time or enough capability to eliminate the shadows in our mind. So you have to do that for them. You have to shine a bright light in yourself. You have to believe in yourself so much that other people's belief doesn't matter. Other people's belief is the gravy on top in order for you to get to reach your goals. You have to believe in yourself and understand that to reach your destination, you have to be the one that is going to get you where you're going to go. So write down right now, unless you're driving, but write down, I will not dwell on self-doubt until I've completed my process goals. I will believe in myself. I'm capable of doing hard things. I can do anything that I put my mind to. Failure is a step forward, not a step back. Be consistent in knowing who you are and what it is that you want to do. And believing in the process of yourself, surrounding yourself with other people who believe in you, being a part of something that is going to help you be happier in the moment, knowing that you can be consistent with things is definitely going to help you keep moving forward. Tip number 5 for you I have is do it even if you don't feel like it. Now, this is more of a short-term thing, and this is kind of a philosophy that I've struggled with a little bit. Like if there, a lot of people always say, like, if you do things that make you happy, right? And yeah, you do need to do things that make you happy in life as a long-term thing, but you also have to do the things that you don't feel like doing in the short term. Yesterday, full transparency, I did not want to do my workout. I was finding every excuse in the book not to do it. I didn't get up early enough to get it in right away in the morning. We went to church, we had lunch, we had all the things. We were sitting on the couch relaxing, and my phone just kept pinging and pinging and pinging. And I'd get on my social media to do some work, and I'd see all of my teammates and all of my clients getting their workouts in. And I was like, okay, I need to do this. Even if I didn't feel like doing it, I knew that it was a short-term gain instead of a long-term gain that I was really working towards. And I needed to make sure that even if I didn't feel like doing it right now, I needed to get it done, because the consistent behavior over time is what's going to help me get to my goals. Now, even if I didn't feel like it, I had to get it in, because that's how consistency happens. Wake up determined, go to bed satisfied. That's a Dwayne Johnson quote. And it's so true. You have to be satisfied in who you are, ultimately overall in the end of the day. And I knew I wouldn't have been happy unless I'd stayed consistent with it. Failing to stay consistent is an easy way to get on that slippery slope towards stopping to doing a good habit. So if I was going to stay forward, if I was going to make my next step towards the top of that mountain, I had to take the next step that day. If you're waiting on doing something, if you're creating habits where you're not being consistent, you're definitely going to be moving backwards instead of moving forwards. Number 6, identity. You are what you do daily. And I don't want to be a quitter. I don't want to be someone that just is staying stuck. I don't want to be someone who is staying in the moment and not living in the moment and not necessarily living for the future. And so if I'm going to be the person that is consistent, if I'm going to be the person that reaches her goals, if I'm going to be the person that is doing the things that other people are not doing, most people are going to quit, right? I don't want to be most people. I want to be more than average. I want to be exceptional. And the exceptional people keep moving forward. Aristotle says it best. We are what we repeatedly do. And my husband has the quote in his office that says something along the lines of, how you do one thing is how you do all things. And so if you are going to be consistent in life, if you are going to be an achiever, if you are going to be an accomplisher, if you are going to be anything that you're wanting to be, whatever that goal is for you, you have to show up daily to do it. You have to be consistent in your actions to get there. And so the best thing to improve consistency is to be consistent, right? Consistency builds on hope. Consistency is the thing that keeps you moving forward. Albert Einstein defines the definition of insanity as doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. If you want to define it, that is great. But I also think that the definition of success is doing the same thing over and over again and getting results, right? You're never going to be able to push play on something and be stronger. And by the end, if you don't do it consistently, working your muscles, working your mind, working your daily habits on the regular is going to be the thing that's going to help you be who you want to be, achieve the things that you want to achieve, and be consistent in those things. Mother Teresa says it best as well, as by saying, be faithful in small things, because it is in them that your strength lies. You don't get a six-pack by, doing one crunch. You have to be consistent in your action and doing things every single day in order to get that six-pack that you want. You're not going to be able to be super healthy by eating one salad your whole life. No, you have to be eating well the rest of your life in order to be well. Your incremental progress by staying consistent is going to help you be the person that you want to be and achieve the things that you want to achieve for sure the rest of the day. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope one of those little tips and tricks helps you. I hope that you are able to stay consistent today with one of those habits and one of those things that's going to help you work those things out. And I'm, again, super grateful that you joined me. I hope that you plug back in and listen. If you feel so called, that you hit the little share button down here in the corner, that you take a screenshot of this and you send it out on your social media. Help other people know about Choose to Rise, and let's just be consistent individuals together. And again, if you want to get a little bit more nutrition in your day, a simple fix to your world of nutrition, grab some nutrition and with your Shakeology and message me today if you want to get in on that as well. All right. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you have a fabulous one, and I will see you all again soon.